Work has begun to freeze soil around the damaged reactors at the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant. Engineers are trying to reduce the buildup of contaminated groundwater at the site. Tokyo Electric Power Company, or TEPCO, the owner of the plant, started the work on Thursday after the Nuclear Regulation Authority gave the go-ahead. Workers began pumping liquid of minus 30 degrees Celsius into underground pipes around the buildings. TEPCO says they'll freeze the soil in phases. The first phase will use 1,000 of the 1,700 pipes. Engineers will monitor groundwater levels to prevent them from dropping too much and to prevent radioactive water from leaking out of the buildings. A project of this magnitude has never been done before. NHK World's Chie Yamagishi explains how TEPCO is navigating in uncharted territory.
Tokyo Electric Power Company has a big plan for a big problem. But with complicated endeavors come large doses of doubt. The task: reduce the contamination of groundwater under the crippled Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant. TEPCO officials have already taken several steps to lower the volume. They started by pumping away groundwater before it could reach the reactor buildings. They also built a steel wall near the shore to keep contaminated water from flowing into the sea. Now, it's time to try the ice wall. Officials say, once completed, it will drastically reduce the daily flow of groundwater into the reactor buildings. Along with other steps already in place, the wall will reduce it from 400 tons to about 50 tons per day. So far, they've installed pipes that descend 30 meters into the ground. If all goes according to plan, a 1.5-kilometer-long wall of ice will be created. Construction of the wall began about 2 years ago. But the Nuclear Regulation Authority hesitated to give the go-ahead to start the freezing process. TEPCO at first plans to freeze the wall upstream from the reactor. The regulator raised concerns that the wall could push groundwater lower and cause contaminated water to leak out from the reactor buildings. So TEPCO decided to freeze the ground downstream of the reactor building first. Once that is done, the plan is to freeze the ground upstream in stages. TEPCO had hoped to complete the ice wall by the end of March, but the regulator has only now given the green light, with caution.
The project is a first ever and a big challenge. It is important that TEPCO takes steps to monitor its progress and continues to collect data.
TEPCO officials have been waiting for this moment.
I'm very thankful that we can operate the ice wall. It is the biggest and the last remaining option we have to tackle the problem of contaminated water.
But some people doubt the $300 million plan will work.
The frozen soil will melt if it's left on its own. This is just a temporary measure. It could melt one day. What will they do if some parts don't freeze? Ideally, it should be a solid wall that lasts a long time.
TEPCO says it will take about 6 weeks for the wall to start functioning. But whether or not it functions as planned remains to be seen. Chie Yamagishi, NHK World.
In the aftermath of the March 2011 earthquake and tsunami, nuclear power plant operators realized that existing safety measures were inadequate. Construction of a tall breakwater to protect nuclear reactors on the Pacific coast of central Japan has now been completed. The barrier at the Hamaoka power station was initially designed to withstand tsunami waves up to 18 meters high, but Chubu Electric Power Company officials decided to raise it by 4 meters after the government predicted larger tsunami waves are possible near the plant. The facility is located within the projected focal region of a megaquake that experts have long warned about. Chubu Electric halted operations at the plant in May 2011 at the government's request. The operator has applied to the Nuclear Regulation Authority for safety screening of 2 of the plant's reactors.